Hello, 8th grade families, and welcome to another edition from the desk of Mrs. D. Today's edition will be talking about honoring our veterans, quarter one grades, looking at some virtual learning strategies to be more successful, and introducing talents and kingmakers. As the daughter and sister of career Army men, I would like to thank all of our veterans and their families for your service. These are a few things that we can do throughout the year to show our appreciation. Quarter one grades are coming to you soon. These are just a few tips that you can take advantage of in order to make the most of your progress reports. First off, make sure to celebrate the accomplishments of your students. If your student receives an I or an incomplete grade, it means that they are underperforming, but they can change that to become a superstar. The first thing to do is remain calm. Ask questions about where they're struggling. Ask how you can help. Make sure you take an inventory of what work is actually outstanding. You can do that on the source or on Schoology. Set some goals with your student. Track your progress. And then make sure to communicate with all of the teachers for the classes for which you are concerned. So what can you do at home in order to make sure that the second quarter is either equally as successful or even more so? Here are a couple of things. First off, help your student get organized. Pick a workspace away from distractions. And yes, that means the cell phones and the video games, etc. Make a schedule and post it. Don't just make it, stick it someplace where your student can see it all the time. Encourage the students to participate. If they can turn on their cameras, it's always great to see a face. It also helps students connect with each other. Students should ask questions in class and maybe even provide a few answers. Make sure students have an open mind. They may have an opinion about something, but it's always interesting to hear what someone else thinks and maybe even enhance your own understanding of the world around you. Make sure to hold your students accountable and ask them to hold themselves accountable. And finally, make sure they get some Z's. It's amazing how many students are not sleeping as well as they should be, and maybe that's even me a little bit. Okay, here's a shameless plug from me. Talents was a program that I created to support the students of color in our school in grades 6 through 8. We'll be meeting on Wednesdays during enrichment time from 1:45 to 2:35 p.m. I would very much love to see your student join us to talk about things like tenacity and academics, leadership, optimism, being noble, and being of service to those around us. The team that will be working with the Talents group are obviously me, Miss Evans, and Miss Ayala. Please click the link to join us on Wednesday during enrichment time. It looks like I wasn't the only person thinking about how to support our students of color. Seattle Public Schools Office of African American Male Achievement is introducing the Kingmakers of Seattle Extended Program, or COAS. COAS is designed as an elective program for our Black male students in grades 7 through 12. It's led by a Black male facilitating group with 10 sessions over the course of 5 weeks. Students are able to share their experiences and participate in an affirming curriculum. They will be focusing on cultural identity and making sure to elevate their voices. This is a free program, and I highly recommend the Kingmakers program for your student. Well, folks, that's all for this time. Welcome to quarter 2. Sharing is caring, and caring is what we do at Eckstein. So together, we've got this. Thank you, and see you next time.